Blackstone Audiobooks presents How the Catholic Church Built Western Civilization by Thomas E. Woods, Jr., Ph.D. To our daughters, Regina and Veronica. As this book went to press, we learned that Pope John Paul II, pontiff of 27 years, had passed to his eternal reward. This book is also dedicated to him for his heroic labors against Nazism and communism, and on behalf of peace and innocent human life. Chapter 1. The Indispensable Church. Philip Jenkins, distinguished professor of history and religious studies at Pennsylvania State University, has called anti-Catholicism the one remaining acceptable prejudice in America. His assessment is difficult to dispute. In our media and popular culture, little is off limits when it comes to ridiculing or parodying the Church. My own students, to the extent that they know anything at all about the Church, are typically familiar only with alleged Church corruption, of which they heard ceaseless tales of varying credibility from their high school teachers. The story of Catholicism, as far as they know, is one of ignorance, repression, and stagnation. That Western civilization stands indebted to the Church for the university system, charitable work, international law, the sciences, important legal principles, and much else besides, has not exactly been impressed upon them with terrific zeal. Western civilization owes far more to the Catholic Church than most people, Catholics included, often realize. The Church, in fact, built Western civilization. Western civilization does not derive entirely from Catholicism, of course. One can scarcely deny the importance of ancient Greece and Rome, or of the various Germanic tribes that succeeded the Roman Empire in the West as formative influences on our civilization. The Church repudiated none of these traditions, and in fact absorbed and learned from the best of them. What is striking, though, is how in popular culture the substantial and essential Catholic contribution has gone relatively unnoticed. No serious Catholic would contend that churchmen were right in every decision they made. While Catholics believe that the Church will maintain the faith in its integrity until the end of time, that spiritual guarantee in no way implies that every action of the popes and the episcopate is beyond reproach. To the contrary, Catholics distinguish between the holiness of the Church as an institution guided by the Holy Spirit and the inevitable sinful nature of men, including the men who serve the Church. Still, recent scholarship has definitively revised in the Church's favor some historical.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?